Hello, this is your friendly neighbor Dr. Jimmy128 and I bring you a 1 versus 1 between Cube Psych and Birdman. This replay was actually sent in by Cube Psych. He wanted me to what do you call this? He wanted me to cast it because he said it was an epic game of weird proportions or awesome proportions or whatever. So let us see if this game is as good as he says it is. Of course, we have Cube Psych spawning here in the bottom corner of the map. He is the red Terran. His opponent is going to be Birdmen. I hope you got that reference. It's going to be the blues are spawning in the northern corner of the map. I did check the rankings. Birdman is I believe a high to mid-high ranked diamond. And going into this match, Birdman was favored. So let's see if Lex proves himself in the new Platinum League. He just reached Platinum, so yeah. And I'm sorry if you hear any sounds outside. It's actually a very busy time in my neighborhood. In the friendly neighborhood of Dr. Jimmy128. And by the way, if there's gonna be any lag, I apologize for that. I'm rendering Cube Ice versus Cube Rexilius. Game number 3, and yes, Cube Ice is Steelheart from StarCraft Brood War. He has been playing Brood War for about a month now. He is now in the Masters League, but he still has a lot to learn. I did promise a live interview with him, but he declined because I'd like to quote, he is not yet worthy to be interviewed. So I respect that, very respectable guy. And I decided not to push through with the interview. Sorry, dudes. But they had a very epic best of 3. So you guys definitely check that out. There is a there should be list of videos above, somewhere above here if you look up there. And just look for Ice vs Psych game 3. Exciting game. Yeah, looks like Cube Psych now is going I'm not seeing him going for any other barracks. He does have 2 gas from gun. I'm expecting fast tech right here, maybe 111. He does have enough minerals to make a factory. And he is about to put that down now. There goes the factory for Cube Psych. He may go for 111 as usual. And this SCV is trying to get as much intel as possible. All he's gonna spot is a very standard Zerg opening. No expansion hatchery, and looks like Birdman doesn't want this SCV to know what he's doing. He desperately wants it to die. And there it dies. And Psych not getting any add-on. Looks like he may be going for most probably some Banshee play because he's not getting any tech lab. But let us see what he decides to do. Trading speed now on the way for Birdman. Just take a sip of water. Been casting for some time. And looks like Birdman now grabbing an expansion. Overlord, not sure about this Overlord positioning though. It'd be nice if it goes here so we can bring it in for scouting later on. Even here. But that the Seas are now just grabbing in the watchtower. And we have a Banelings that's now coming for Birdman. And he's producing a lot of Zerglings, so he may be going for a Baneling bus right there. He does see that there's no add-on on this barracks, and he has some sense that Psych is hiding something. And wowee, we have 2 starports now coming from Cube Psych, and 2 tech labs will be ready once both of them are completed. So Psych going for a 2-port Banshee, and excellent! Birdman going for an evolution chamber. He does suspect something fishy, and he's grabbing this for spore crawlers. He may have seen this so many times. It looks too familiar. Unless it's map hacking. I doubt. So it's like 2 Banshees are now on the way, but there you go. There goes the close research. And the Baneling Nest is already done, and looks like Birdman is gonna go for a Baneling bust. Oh my god, and Psych sensing some trouble putting up 2 barracks. Was he able to spot the Baneling nest? No, he doesn't spot or suspect anything, but I believe he just wants to be safe. He expects a lot of Zerglings to be coming right now. Or possibly roaches. But it's actually going to be Banelings, and here come the Banelings. They're gonna bust in. They take out the supply depot. And there are only 5 Marines here for Psych, and he's gonna be well, he is in trouble. The Banelings going there, weakening a lot of the SCVs, and Psych now forced to have his Banshees retreat home. He had them on route to Birdman's base, but he decided to pull them back. Of course, he has to stay alive. Psych now wisely rebuilding the supply depot. And these Zerglings are just trying to apply some more pressure, but there's not much they can do. They're trying to take out the SCV. There you go, but hey, supply depot finishes just in time. And it looks like we have a Spore Crawler now out for Birdman, but he needs more Queens if he wants to hold this Banshee attack. And wow, we have 4 Banshees here, 4 Cube Ice, 2. How many Queens does he have? 2. Oh my goodness, 2 Queens is not enough. He needs to build a lot more Spore Crawlers and more Queens. But he does have a nicely positioned Spore Crawler in his main. He just has Zergling doing nothing, I'm sorry. Looks like here come the Banshees now for Psych. He can do so much damage here. The Zord player is gonna be so behind. It is not funny. Lair now coming up. Lair just came up. And looks like these Banshees are trying to do their best. I don't think Lex should be using Storm right now, because there are 4 Crawlers everywhere. He's not going to save the energy, but he's dealing quite a lot of damage to the mineral line, and it looks like the natural is much more safe. A nice decision here from Lex, taking out the evolution chamber to prevent any further 4 Crawler production. And this one Banshee is going to fall. Luminous Micro there, but we have another Banshee coming in, and he's gonna attack the other side of the natural expansion. It's undefended. He only has 1 Queen. It looks like a second Banshee is not gonna come. No. Well, the second Banshee does arrive, and this 1 Queen will just die. And well, looks like we have a lot of Zerglings in production. So Birdman just wanting to do a straight out counter attack. Looks like he has a lot of Zerglings. And he's rallying them all the way to the base of Psych. I don't know what he can do, but let's see what happens. Oh no, another Banshee does fall. But Lex trying to keep up the pressure. There are a lot of Spore Crawlers here, so his main base is rather protected, but the Banshees are out of the way. Are out of range from the Spore Crawlers. He's now forced to bring the Spore Crawlers out. Thus, he successfully defends the Banshee rush. What are the casualties? 10. He only lost 10 drones, so not bad. He didn't lose that much, despite his low amount of Queens. But he did have enough Spore Crawlers to defend. So good job there for Birdman. Looks like the Banshees are now back, and they are targeting the evolution chamber. Try and prevent any more Spore Crawler production, and once again it has been taken out, and whoopsie-doo. Looks like we have a lot of Banelings now here for Birdman. And what does Lex have at home? He has absolutely no defense, but he does have an he does have an orbital command, but that won't do anything against these Banelings. Wow, what did he take out? What did he take out? Never mind. So we have a Hydrogen also now on the way. And Lex does see this amount of Zerglings and Banelings outside of his base. And oh, he's going for the Baneling nest, but whoopsie-doo, Lex cannot land that command. So it looks like he's gonna go in with all of these Banelings. Go Bluey! He has broken the Terran defense once more, and the Banelings are going all the way into the supply line. Oh no, what is going to happen right here? Lex is running all his SCVs, but Baneling speed has completed, and every single SCV is going to die. Wow, oh, wow, 40 workers have now been killed for Lex, and the main is under siege. There's only 1 Banshee here. We'll make that 2. trying to defend, and Lex is in a fix right now. He is way behind in the harvester count, but he does have a lot of money saved up. He does have mules as well. He does have this other orbital command. But wow, oh wow, that was a lot of damage dealt. Every single worker has died, and Lex has no more workers. He still has these banshees though, but there is a Hydrogen and 6 Hydras are now on the way. The banshees are trying to do as much damage as they can, trying to destroy the lair. Lex researching his impact, and he's moving out with a lot of banshees. Bang! Here come the queens. Birdman has a lot of larvae saved up. Here come the queen, and oh no, one queen goes down. This queen had enough for banshees, and here comes the Hydralisks. He needs an overseer though. Lex wisely moving out of the range. Oh, Lex. FCP again. And this is still quite a rather close game despite Lex losing 41 harvesters. Though Lex is trying to crawl his way back again. He only has 9 workers, and looks like more Zerglings are on the way. Oh god, I'm sorry. More Zerglings are on the way, and looks like these Marines are gonna be taken out by the Zerglings. Why am I so tired? I had a good night's rest, but frankly my body says I do not have enough rest. The Zerglings are just gonna be wasted on this bunker. It would have been better if he attacked the supply line. I don't know what's going on right there. I don't know why he would send out the Hydralisks without an overseer if he knew that there are club banshees on the field. So, a little criticism right there, but everyone's critic, and this would have been the obvious thing for him to send out his Hydralisks with an overseer. And he is aware that there are club banshees, so yeah. Anyways, it looks like Lex now is slowly crawling back into this game. He has 20 workers now. And Birdman not really producing any more drones. He has rebuilt his spawning pool. He has rebuilt his bailing nest. He does have Hydralisks. But I don't know, the lead is slowly slipping away. Lex is slowly catching up as well. So we have like 7 Hydralisks this time with an overseer, and there are a couple of banshees here. I think that's 4. And here we go. Looks like the banshees are coming in once more. And 4 calls insert to but the queen once again is going to fall. Here come the Hydralisks. But they won't. Will they be able to take out a banshee? No. The banshees are just gonna hang out. Little dance of death right here. Once banshee gets taken out, these Hydralisks are doing a great job in keeping the banshees away, preventing them from doing any further damage. This lair though is in dire straits. Lex is actually now caught up and is now in the lead in terms of harvester count. I don't know why Birdman is not producing any drones. He is not producing a Spire once more, so going for too much tech on 2 bases. He really needs to macro out of this game. He had a huge economic lead, but he has more or less forfeited that lead by not producing drones. He is just now grabbing a hatchery, which should have been gotten way earlier. We're now 19 minutes into this game. He had a huge lead, but Lex has now caught up. And we're now on even ground. It's anyone's game right now. Birdman though has some Zerglings here at the back. Another command center now being morphed or upgraded by Psych. Well, this is rare. We have Hydralisks against that. Not exactly. Well, they are effective. They are good. Don't get me wrong. They are good against turn units, but we don't see them that often in turn versus Zerg. Pretty good choice. I'd like to see some roaches though, but that would be so much tech. We have a rather fragile army. This really harassing. But wow, Lex is prepared. He does have a turret right there. I guess he was able to spot the Spire with his Banshee, so they did return something for the CP again. Sorry, I don't drink coffee. If you're saying I should drink coffee, I don't drink coffee because it tastes just disgusting. Looks like we have more Banshees now moving out, going for the third. Looks like they have a Changeling. He's gonna transform into a Marine. Will Lex spot this? Lex! He spots Changeling. So, oh, Birdman looking to move down to a defensive position. Where's his Overseer? He has an Overseer, and what is wrong with the pathing? The pathing here is start drafting. There you go, the Banshees are going to fall to the Mutalisks and Hydralisks before they take out the expansion. So nice D there, nice defense there from Birdmen. Looking at the Harvester count, Lex is sitting comfortably. Looks like he's now going to move out with a lot of Marines, and this looks like it's going to be the death push now. I'm not sure if these Hydralisks can take the heat from the siege tanks. They really need roaches. Lex does have semi-S combat shields, he has +1 attack, and looks like this base is going to fall. We have a lot of Marines here. It's a scary amount of Marines, especially for this amount of Mutalisks, and the Hydralisks are not that good tankers. So Lex now in commanding position. He has a lot of reinforcements on the way. Supply block though. Sleepy. And wow, we have 11 Mutalisks and a lot of Banelings now on the way for Birdman. So this has turned into a rather interesting game. It'll all come down to unit control. Birdman has a lot of very, very painful units. These guys hurt like hell. But he's not getting any upgrades. He has an evolution chamber, but he has not grabbed any upgrades. He does have +1 for the Mutalisks. Unless he can spear his other base. Birdman now looking to move out. This are ahead of the pack. There we go, we are attacking the command center. And here comes Lex with a huge Terran army. Blue 3 stim there. Not sure if that was the best time to stim. But he was able to get there in time. The Medevac should heal all the units up. Wow, oh wow, here we go. Here come the Banelings, and we have nice micro there from Lex, moving the Marines to safety. But the tanks are not siege, and all the Hydralisks can take the tanks out, but the Marines, though, there are just too many Marines, and Stimpack, man, is so strong. The Hydralisks cannot take the heat, as they are not exactly the most beefy units in the Zerg arsenal. So are these Mutalisks, and this looks very bad for our Zerg there. He's just gonna fly these Mutalisks to their doom. They're not gonna do a thing. They're gonna run into this missile turret. The Marines will clear them out. So Lex is looking very good. All he needs to do is push in and end this game. Speed it up just a little bit. I'm lagging. Looks like Lex is gonna grab his gold. Lex pretty much has this game won at this point. I do not see this dude coming back. Looks like he's going in again. Looking to take out the third. But here go a bunch of Banelings. Lex doing the boys 6 sending out just a couple of Marines that they are going to die. Will we see this? This ought to be the final engagement. Looks like the Zerglings are gonna catch the siege tank off guard, And oh no, the Mules are gonna take out all the medibacks, but here come the Marines stepping up and trying to attack the Mules, but we have a lot of Banelings to tank. The Banelings are just killed so many Marines. But Lex once more with a huge army right here. And doing the wise thing though. Birdman is not moving straight in, but here we go, the Banelings. Oh my goodness, there are just too many Marines for these. Oh my god! A lot of Marines going down with that one single Baneling. I was not expecting that Baneling to hit its mark. What is happening now? Lex threw away a huge amount of Marines right there. He is still ahead in the supply count. He is now grabbing his gold. He actually flew his main expansion all the way, forcing these SCVs to mine from a distance. From a distance. And it's like gold. The gold hatchery is now coming up. Poor Birdmen. It's like you have a little attack here on the third, but nothing of concern. But this is something to be concerned. As there are a lot of Zerglings, but Lex with very good positioning. Zerglings could not get their surround. And I don't know. Birdman staying on Lertec for almost the entire game, not even going for a hive. He has a lot of gas. Just putting him on Mulus. And looks like here comes the death push now from Lex. They're just Marines, the tanks are sieged up. There is not much Birdman can do at this point. He's mined out of his main. His natural is almost out. He has no base here. And Lex is just gonna push in and finish this game. Quite a nice comeback there from Lex. He came from absolutely no SCVs and all these right. Not the dinosaur going to be taken out, but these Marines should beat them out, no problem, and I do not see any direct threat to these Marines. Well, Lex has finally broken through and he's now at the natural. If this hatchery goes down, that is GG, man. Looks like we have a lot of Marines here just being lazy, just watching once more from a distance. And Lex just pulling back. He has over 3 times the food of Birdman. I'm not sure why he is pulling back. And Birdman leaves the game. So that was rather interesting. I hope that was an enjoyable game. I had fun with all the Baneling booms and the comebacks from Lex, and yeah, there's not exactly a pro game, but a great game nonetheless. This has been your friendly neighbor Dr. Jimmy signing off.